I'm Lindi Dlamini, Managing Director of Retail at the Alexander Forbes Group. If we are to be truly impactful in the lives of ordinary members of pension funds, we do have to take the socio-political context into account. We do have to take into account the fact that employee benefits and specifically pension funding is part of the social framework in South Africa. It is part of social security. Our system may not be a comprehensive social security framework, but certainly pension funding has a critical role to play. It is, after all, a significant part of the funding of an individual. It is the single greatest asset that an employee is ever going to accumulate. And it is the one asset that they can use to change their own life, to change their own futures, as well as secure the well-being of the next generation through appropriate solutions, through appropriate legacy provisions, through appropriate life cover, through appropriate solutions that have to do with what the person's individual dreams are. And we do have to start to consider members as individuals and think about how best we help members with their individual journey based on their individual needs, based on the outcomes that they want to have for their lives, based on trade-offs that they have to make based on their own personal circumstances. And it's only in that way, once we recognize that this is part of a broader social security framework and we address it as such, even though we are private in how we administer pension funds, can we start to shape the lives of ordinary South Africans and transform them for the better. One of the ways to equip members is through financial education. However, we've seen a dismal failure of financial education initiatives. I think that this is largely because those initiatives are compliance-based, really for purposes of earning points on a charter rather than being outcomes-based and having a tangible impact on the outcome of retirement and employee benefits planning. So what we really should be focusing on is understanding at what point we can start to influence the trajectory of a member's journey as they move through the continuum. This we call teachable moments. So what is the challenge to us? Understanding the context that we're operating in, understanding our access to the member throughout their journey, we really need to make use of our ability to intervene at the teachable moments that we've identified, as well as just-in-time education and interventions. By so doing, we respond not only to the individual member's needs, we acknowledge the trade-offs they have to make, but we also equip them with the mechanisms through which to make the right decisions, and ultimately in retirement, they will be financially secure.